it's interesting you mentioned the Silver Surfer thing earlier, how you saw that, and one of the things that I actually used to love about Fantastic Four was that kind of as that went along, it changed. It was never very static. It's like if they wanted to do all silver guys on surfboards, that's what they were doing that month. And I think that's kind of the benefit of doing something long-term like this, is you just kind of change it and morph it as you go. Hey?
Yeah, I just had a question about how technology affects the characters in the story. Like specifically, you have faster light travel, you have like an Ansible kind of instant communication thing. But more generally, like what technologies are kind of changing their reality?
Yeah, well, we'll find out that there's one side is sort of more technologically based, and the other side is sort of more magically based. But you know, it's I have written a lot of really research-intensive books, and I wanted to do something that was just crazy make-em-ups. So no Ansible, no faster than light travel. It's more things like space helicopters. I wanted to do just the sort of most outrageous, insane stuff. And that said, though, there are really specific rules to our universe, and I don't like stuff that's just making it up as you go along. So we'll find out that magic requires ingredients that you can't come back from the dead. We won't be resurrecting any characters. Dead means dead. So there are rules, but there's no science homework.
Just wanted to ask like a general process question for both of you. With Brian, like how far out do you kind of come up with story arcs, and then like a fully fleshed out script that you give to Fiona? And then Fiona, since you're doing so much on this, how much time do you spend, drawing and then coloring like one complete book for this kind of ongoing series?
I guess I always, I know always how my stories are going to end, and usually sort of 4 or 5 major signposts along the way. So I always have that in my head, and those can change, and sometimes they do. But then on sort of micro level, I always know, I think, what I'm doing 5 issues ahead, So I first plot out, the 6 sort of generally, and then just get to work on that first issue. I guess it takes me about a week and a half, probably or so, to write. So I get the easy job. Then I send it to her and say, okay, I'm done. Now do all the hard things.
Yeah, so my process is just to read the script and do thumbnail layouts, which I send to Brian and Eric for notes and whatnot. Then I just go straight to the finished artwork, basically. I just use my little thumbnails as pencils and take them into Photoshop, where I do all of the artwork. And as far as how long it takes, some pages take way, way longer than others. Some are just talking heads in a white room, and some are just elaborate battle scenes, big spreads. So it varies. And I'm still working on streamlining the process and getting faster.
But she's doing awesome. And it's crazy that, I say it's fun to think up new things, but it's relatively easy to think of new things. But then it's every single page she has to design from scratch worlds and ships, and characters and animals and weaponry, and it looks so grounded and real. It's very cool.
One of the things that actually, we lost our image. One of the things that actually fascinated me was I think there was some design work for the main characters, and then bam, it was just here's pages. And do you design actually most of the stuff just on the page, or are you doing design work that you don't see?
Yeah, I do secret design work. There isn't enough time to do a lot of back and forth for, every background character, or every building, or every ship.
I really enjoy the way we've been working now. It's sort of we leave each other alone, and then I just, we give each other space and trust, and then, it's been cool.
Did Earth exist in this universe, in the universe that she wrote here? And did you make a deliberate choice to make them look so humanoid?
Yeah, I guess I did want them to be, because I guess the more I talk about it, it really is kind of a romance comic, which I've always, another thing I'm reluctant to say is who wants to read that, but I did want to write a romance book, so yeah, I wanted them to be beautiful, but to be different. And yeah, whether or not Earth exists in there, and maybe, but they'll never see it. It's not a goal, or you know, this is a galaxy far, far away, very far away.
Yes, I was wondering, is it just going to be a kind of romance that motivates the characters, or is there going to be something else they're working towards, like peace?
Yeah, we'll find out they're very different kind of protagonists than what I've worked on in the past. So, yeah, but don't worry, I guess he's not just going to be hugging and kissing and then changing
There's more complexity.
Yes, very much so. And we'll find out that they're, yes, they have an agenda and something that they would like to do and something when they get their hands on. And they're going to run into some shenanigans along the way. So, yes, they're bounty hunters and villains, and